master the codebook, begin by understanding its structure. Recognize the hierarchical organization encompassing sections, chapters, subchapters, tables, and codes. Identify the main sections and their respective subject areas. The index is a comprehensive alphabetical listing of terms and topics. Use it to rapidly locate specific codes or definitions. The table of contents outlines the codebook's structure. Use it to navigate and identify relevant sections. Familiarize yourself with the page layout and code notation. Practice using the index and table of contents to locate codes and definitions. Pay close attention to keywords and phrases in the code definitions. Understand the context in which codes are used within the overall structure. Review real-world examples of how the codebook is used to assign codes. This will help you understand the practical application and avoid common mistakes. Ask instructors, classmates, or a mentor for clarification and guidance. Join online forums or study groups to share knowledge and ask questions. Develop flashcards, notes, or a digital study tool to memorize key codes and definitions. Organize your study materials by subject area to improve retrieval efficiency. Utilize online codebook search engines or mobile apps to quickly find codes. Consider using software or services that automate code assignment processes. The key to mastering the codebook is consistent practice. Assign codes to sample cases and review accuracy to reinforce understanding. Regularly revisit the codebook to refresh memory and update knowledge. Seek updates or amendments to the codebook to stay current with industry standards. To provide a bit more detailed guidance, let's expand on each of these tips. Understanding the structure of the codebook is absolutely foundational. Think of it like learning the map of a city before you start driving around. You wouldn't just jump in a car and expect to know where everything is. The codebook has a very specific structure, and understanding that structure will save time and prevent frustration. The codebook is not designed to be read cover to cover like a novel. It's a reference document, and you need to know how it's organized to find what you need quickly. 1. Understand the overall layout. Codebooks are typically divided into chapters, articles, parts, sections, and subsections. Each of these levels serves a specific purpose. Chapters often group related topics together. For example, a chapter might cover general wiring methods, while another covers specific types of equipment. Articles delve deeper into specific subjects within a chapter. They might cover a particular type of wiring or installation requirement. Parts are used to further divide articles into smaller, more manageable sections. Sections contain the actual code requirements. These are the specific rules you must follow when installing electrical systems. Subsections provide further clarification or detail on specific sections. 2. Familiarize yourself with the numbering system. The codebook uses a numbering system to identify each section. This system allows you to quickly locate specific requirement. The numbering system can seem daunting at first, but it's actually quite logical. It typically follows a hierarchical structure, with each level of the hierarchy represented by a number. For example, section 210. 8. A1 might refer to chapter 2. 10. Article 8, part A, section 1. 3. Pay attention to the scope. Each chapter, article, and section has a scope that defines the subject matter it covers. Understanding the scope is crucial for determining whether a particular requirement applies to your situation. The scope will often be stated at the beginning of each section. It will tell you exactly what type of installations or equipment the requirements apply to. 4. Recognize definitions. The codebook contains a glossary of definitions for key terms. Understanding these definitions is essential for interpreting the code correctly. The definitions are typically located in a dedicated section of the codebook. Refer to them whenever you encounter a term you are not familiar with. 5. Understand tables and figures. The codebook uses tables and figures to provide additional information such as conductor ampacity or box fill calculations. Learn how to read and interpret these tables and figures. Tables and figures can be incredibly helpful for determining the correct size of conductors or the appropriate number of wires allowed in a box. 6. Practice navigating the structure. The best way to learn the structure of the codebook is to practice navigating it. Use the index and table of contents to find specific requirements. The more you practice, the more familiar you will become with the organization of the codebook. When it comes to using the index and table of contents, the index is your key to finding specific information quickly. Think of it as the codebook search engine. The table of contents provides a structured overview of the entire document. It's like a roadmap that shows you where everything is located. Using these tools effectively can save you a tremendous amount of time and effort. For the index, firstly, understand its purpose. The index is an alphabetical listing of topics covered in the codebook. It's designed to help you quickly locate the specific sections you need. Secondly, learn how to use keywords. When using the index, think of keywords related to the topic you are researching. The more specific your keywords, the better your results will be. For example, if you're looking for information on grounding electrodes, you might search for grounding electrodes or grounding electrodes. Thirdly, pay attention to subheadings. The index often includes subheadings that provide more specific information about a topic. These subheadings can help you narrow down your search and find exactly what you need. For example, under the main heading grounding, you might find subheadings like grounding electrodes, grounding conductors, and grounding equipment. Fourthly, follow cross-references. The index often includes cross-references to related topics. These cross-references can lead you to additional information that you might not have found otherwise. For example, if you're looking for information on bonding, the index might cross-reference you to grounding. Fifthly, practice using the index. The best way to learn how to use the index is to practice. Try looking up different topics and see how the index is organized. The more you practice, the faster and more efficient you will become at finding information. For the table of contents, firstly, understand its purpose. The table of contents provides a structured overview of the entire codebook. It shows you the main chapters, articles, and sections, and how they are organized. Secondly, use it to get an overview. Before you start researching a specific topic, take a look at the table of contents to get an overview of the entire codebook. This will help you understand how the different topics are related to each other. Thirdly, use it to navigate to specific sections. The table of contents allows you to quickly jump to specific sections of the codebook. Simply click on the section you want to view and you will be taken directly to that page. Fourthly, pay attention to the hierarchy. The table of contents is organized in a hierarchical structure. This means that the main chapters are listed first, followed by the articles and sections within each chapter. Understanding this hierarchy can help you navigate the codebook more efficiently. Fifthly, use it in conjunction with the index. The table of contents and the index are complementary tools. Use them together to find the information you need. Start by using the table of contents to get an overview of the codebook, then use the index to find specific sections. Regular practice is key. Navigation is a skill that improves with practice. Spend time simply browsing the codebook, using both the index and table of contents to locate various sections. Treat it like a game to make it more engaging. The more you practice, the more familiar you will become with the codebook's layout and the faster you will be able to find the information you need. Also, create scenarios. Think of common electrical installation scenarios and try to find the relevant code sections. For example, if you are installing a new receptacle, try to find the code requirements for receptacle spacing, grounding, and overcurrent protection. Look up unfamiliar terms. Whenever you encounter a term you don't understand, take the time to look it up in the codebook's definitions section. This will help you build your vocabulary and improve your understanding of the code. Next, for identifying keywords and context, the codebook is filled with technical language and specific terms. Understanding these keywords and the context in which they are used is essential for accurate interpretation of the code. Pay attention to the wording of each code section and how it relates to other sections. Look for keywords that define the scope and limitations of the code. Consider the context in which the code is applied. Is it a residential, commercial, or industrial setting? What type of equipment or wiring is involved? Understanding the context will help you determine which codes apply to your specific situation. Also, create a glossary. Create your own personal glossary of key terms and definitions. This will help you quickly recall the meaning of important terms. Review your glossary regularly to reinforce your understanding. Break down complex sentences. Code sections can often be written in long, complex sentences. Break these sentences down into smaller, more manageable parts. Identify the subject, verb, and object of each sentence. This will help you understand the meaning of the sentence. Visualize the scenario. Try to visualize the scenario that the code is addressing. This will help you understand the intent of the code and how it applies to real-world situations. When studying sample cases, reviewing real-world examples of how the code is applied can be incredibly helpful. This will give you a better understanding of how the code works in practice and help you avoid common mistakes. For example, look for case studies online or in industry publications. Many organizations publish case studies that illustrate how the code is applied in specific situations. These case studies can provide valuable insights into the practical application of the code. Analyze the facts. When reviewing a case study, carefully analyze the facts of the case. Pay attention to the type of installation, the equipment involved, and any unique circumstances. Identify the relevant code sections. Once you have analyzed the facts of the case, identify the code sections that apply. Explain why those code sections apply and how they relate to the facts of the case. Compare your answers to the official interpretation. After you have answered the questions, compare your answers to the official interpretation of the code. This will help you identify any areas where you may have misunderstood the code. Learn from your mistakes. If you made any mistakes, take the time to understand why you made them. This will help you avoid making the same mistakes in the future. Also, attend code seminars. Attend code seminars or workshops to learn from experts in the field. These seminars can provide you with valuable insights into the practical application of the code. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions if you don't understand something. The code can be complex, and it's important to get clarification when you need it. When seeking guidance and support, don't hesitate to ask for help from instructors, classmates, or experienced electricians. There are also many online forums and study groups where you can ask questions and share knowledge. Instructors can provide valuable insights into the code and help you understand complex concepts. They can also provide you with guidance on how to prepare for exams. Classmates can be a great source of support and encouragement. Study together, share notes, and quiz each other on the code. Experienced electricians can provide you with real-world insights into how the code is applied in practice. They can also help you troubleshoot problems and avoid common mistakes. There are many online forums and study groups dedicated to the code. These forums can be a great place to ask questions, share knowledge, and connect with other professionals. Also, attend local chapter meetings. Attend local chapter meetings of electrical organizations. These meetings are a great way to network with other professionals and learn about new developments in the industry. Participate in online discussions. Participate in online discussions about the code. This is a great way to test your knowledge and learn from others. Creating study aids such as flashcards, notes, and digital tools can be a great way to memorize key codes and definitions. Organize your study materials by subject area to improve retrieval efficiency. Flashcards are a great way to memorize key codes and definitions. Write the code on one side of the card and the definition on the other side. Quiz yourself regularly to reinforce your understanding. Take detailed notes while you are studying the code. Organize your notes by subject area to make them easy to find later. You can use a digital note-taking tool or a traditional notebook. There are many digital tools available that can help you study the code. These tools can include code search engines, practice exams, and interactive study guides. Organize your study materials by subject area to make them easier to find. This will help you quickly locate the information you need when you are working on a project or taking an exam. Also, use color coding. Use color coding to highlight important information in your study materials. This will help you quickly identify the key concepts. Create diagrams. Create diagrams to help you visualize complex code requirements. This can be especially helpful for understanding wiring diagrams and other technical information. When it comes to using technology, take advantage of online codebook search engines and mobile apps to quickly find codes and information. There are many software programs and services that can automate code assignment processes. Online codebook search engines allow you to quickly search for specific codes and information. These search engines can be a great time saver when you are working on a project or studying for an exam. Mobile apps allow you to access the codebook on your smartphone or tablet. This can be especially convenient when you are working in the field. Software programs and services can automate code assignment processes. This can be a great way to improve accuracy and efficiency. Also, explore online resources. There are many online resources available that can help you learn about the code. These resources can include websites, videos, and online courses. Use social media. Use social media to connect with other professionals and learn about new developments in the industry. Try virtual reality. Explore virtual reality training programs that simulate real-world electrical installations. This can be a great way to gain practical experience without having to work on live equipment. Regular practice, consistent practice is essential for mastering the codebook. The more you use the code, the more familiar you will become with it. Assign codes to sample cases and review your accuracy to reinforce your understanding. Work through practice problems. Work through practice problems to test your knowledge of the code. This will help you identify any areas where you need to improve. Simulate real-world scenarios. Simulate real-world scenarios to practice applying the code. This will help you develop your problem-solving skills. Seek feedback. Seek feedback from experienced electricians on your code interpretations. This will help you identify any errors in your thinking. Also, set realistic goals. Set realistic goals for your learning. Don't try to learn everything at once. Break the code down into smaller, more manageable chunks. Stay motivated. Stay motivated by reminding yourself of the benefits of mastering the code. This will help you stay focused and on track. Last but not least is review and revise. Regularly revisiting the codebook to refresh your memory and update your knowledge is essential for staying current with industry standards. The code is constantly evolving, so it's important to stay up to date on the latest changes. Seek updates or amendments to the codebook to stay current with industry standards. The code is typically updated every 3 years. Make sure you have the latest edition of the codebook. Subscribe to code updates. Subscribe to code updates to receive notifications of any changes to the code. This will help you stay informed about new developments in the industry. Attend continuing education courses. Attend continuing education courses to stay up to date on the latest code changes. These courses can provide you with valuable insights into the new requirements. Also, join a code committee. Join a code committee to help develop and revise the code. This is a great way to contribute to the industry and stay informed about the latest changes. Read industry publications. Read industry publications to stay up to date on the latest code developments. These publications often include articles about code changes and their impact on the industry. Network with other professionals. Network with other professionals to stay up to date on the latest code developments. This is a great way to learn about new changes and their implications. Mastering the codebook takes time and effort, but it's an essential skill for any electrician. By following these tips, you can improve your understanding of the code and become a more competent and confident electrician.